What if the monsters from Earth's past never really disappeared? We like to think extinction is final, but scientists keep finding evidence that some prehistoric creatures might still be lurking in the shadows of our planet. From the deepest oceans to the most remote jungles, these are strange sightings and discoveries that suggest some of Earth's oldest animals may not be gone at all. Today we're looking at 10 prehistoric creatures that scientists genuinely worry could still exist. Imagine being in the ocean and seeing a shark the size of a school bus. The Megalodon was the largest shark to ever live, stretching up to 60 feet long with teeth the size of a human hand. Officially, it went extinct about 3.6 million years ago, but here is where things get creepy. In 2013, oceanographers found mysterious bite marks on a 30-foot whale carcass. The bites were so massive that no known shark alive could have made them. Some researchers suggested they could match Megalodon. Even stranger, in 1875, the HMS Challenger expedition dredged up 2 Megalodon teeth from the sea floor. When tested, they appeared to be less than 10,000 years old. That's a blink of an eye in geological terms. Add to that the countless reports from fishermen who claim to have seen enormous, dark shapes beneath their boats, and it makes scientists start to wonder, could the Megalodon still be cruising the deepest parts of the ocean? Imagine walking through a swamp and seeing a snake also longer than a school bus. Titanoboa was the largest snake ever known, stretching up to 42 feet and weighing more than a ton. It lived about 60 million years ago in what is now Colombia. Here's what unsettles scientists. In the Amazon today, anacondas grow over 20 feet long. Locals tell stories of giant snakes that drag entire cows into rivers. In 2016, construction workers in Brazil claimed to find a snake nearly 33 feet long. Photos circulated online, though their authenticity is debated. With the Amazon rainforest still largely unexplored, the possibility of a surviving Titanoboa relative is one that herpetologists don't completely rule out. And if one exists, it would be one of the most dangerous predators on Earth today. Imagine a fish so armored it looked more like a tank than an animal. Dunkleosteus lived 360 million years ago and could grow up to 30 feet long. Instead of teeth, it had sharp, bony plates that worked like giant shears, snapping prey in half with a bite force stronger than a crocodile. What creeps scientists out is how little we know about its extinction. Fossil records show it was everywhere in the ocean, then suddenly it vanished. With the deep sea still largely unexplored, researchers admit a small surviving relative could easily have gone unnoticed. If sharks like the goblin shark can stay hidden, why not something even stranger? Saber-toothed cats get all the fame, but there was another predator even stranger. Thylacosmilus looked like a saber-toothed tiger, but it wasn't even a cat. It was a marsupial predator from South America with giant fangs that curved out of its mouth like daggers. What unsettles scientists is how unique it was. Its teeth kept growing throughout its life, meaning it was constantly armed with deadly weapons. It went extinct only 3 million years ago, which is practically yesterday in prehistoric terms. With South America's remote forests and caves still underexplored, some researchers wonder if descendants of this bizarre predator might still exist. Imagine walking through the forest and hearing the grunt of a predator that looks like a cross between a pig and a wolf. These guys, nicknamed hell pig, was a massive pig-like creature that lived in North America about 30 million years ago. These definitely were not farm animals. Fossils show they were about 6 feet tall at the shoulder, with huge jaws strong enough to crush bone. They scavenged, hunted, and preyed on early horses. Their fossil range stretches from South Dakota to Texas. In the 19th century, pioneers even told stories of tusked beasts roaming the plains. While science places their extinction long ago, the vast wilderness of North America has always produced strange creature sightings. If any ancient mammal could have held on, it might just be the hell pig. What if bears used to be so massive they could outrun a horse? Arctodus simus, known as the short-faced bear, lived in North America until about 11,000 years ago. It stood 12 feet tall on its hind legs and weighed over a ton. Unlike modern bears, it had long legs built for speed, making it one of the fastest land predators of its time. Some cryptid reports from Alaska and Canada describe unusually tall, fast bears that don't quite match grizzlies. Scientists agree the short-faced bear survived late into the Ice Age, so rumors of its survival aren't as far-fetched as they might sound. What if the mammoth's cousin never really left the forest? Mastodons were elephant-like creatures that lived across North America until just 10,000 years ago. They looked similar to mammoths, but had straighter tusks and teeth built for chewing leaves. Here is the weird part. Indigenous oral traditions across North America describe giant forest elephants long after their supposed extinction. In the 19th century, pioneers in Ohio even reported seeing strange elephant tracks in the snow. Scientists admit mastodons survived late in some regions, and with vast Canadian wilderness still unexplored, the possibility isn't dismissed outright. Picture a Komodo dragon stretched to 20 feet long. That was Megalania, a giant lizard that lived in Australia until just 50,000 years ago, meaning that it overlapped with humans. It was venomous, like its modern Komodo cousins, and would have been able to take down animals as large as buffalo. Aboriginal rock art in Australia shows a giant reptilian creature that resembles these guys more than any other living species. Some rural sightings of massive lizards in the outback even today keep scientists questioning whether it might still have descendants hiding in remote terrain. Imagine a creature twice the size of a gorilla standing nearly 10 feet tall. That was Gigantopithecus, a massive ape that roamed Asia up to 100,000 years ago. Here is the eerie part. Sightings of creatures like Bigfoot and the Yeti often match descriptions of the Gigantopithecus. In 2014, a team of anthropologists discovered strange hair samples that DNA tests could not easily classify. While some matched bears, others were inconclusive. Gigantopithecus likely went extinct due to climate change and hunting, but in the dense jungles of Southeast Asia and the Himalayas, some scientists admit the possibility of small populations surviving. If Bigfoot is real, it could very well be a living relic of this ancient giant. The scariest thing about extinction is how often it's wrong. In 2005, scientists discovered a rodent in Laos that was unlike anything alive. At first they thought it was new, but then they realized it was a Laotian rock rat, a species believed to have gone extinct 11 million years ago. This living fossil shocked scientists because it proved mammals, thought long dead, could survive in hidden environments. While not terrifying like a giant shark, its rediscovery suggests larger prehistoric animals might also still be hiding in remote corners of the world. If an animal this small can fool science for millions of years, what else might be out there? Alright guys, that has been our list for today. Thanks so much for checking it out. I've been your host today, Olivia Kozlowski, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye!